Hello guys, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. How are you doing? Guys, we are at, or nearly at the end of the month. So I thought it was a good time to go through my shop, my stash items and let you know, and myself as well, know how I feel about some of these products as I put them on. So we're going to start with the primers called the Declutter. It's okay. It's okay. I think it is one that I am going to declutter. So I'm putting it in a bag. It is on the chopping block. It feels rather heavy. And it's definitely a silicone base. This primer for this side of my face is Maybelline. This is the jelly, actually the poreless jelly or jelly poreless primer. Stay in my collection a little longer. Okay. So I'll put this right here because I know I want to use it some more, but it will be going back there. Anyway, we're going with the Uma Beauty. This was new to me as well. Both of these foundations were new to me this month. This is a nice foundation. It is called T1N Brown Sugar. But that's what the shade looks like. It's giving you a true depiction of the shade. I'm just going to take this little wedge because I don't see a beauty blender. But that doesn't look too bad, does it? No. I've enjoyed wearing this foundation. So I have it on the side, the Uma on the side with the, I had to stop and think for a minute, with the Declutter. Now on the side with the Maybelline Poreless Jelly or whatever, Poreless Jelly primer, I'm going to put the Lumi Matte from Maybelline on that side. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Put some on my finger and rub it all in. This feels drier. This is not as slippery. Maybe it's the primer. No, I don't know. But there you go. I feel like I definitely had more on the other side than this side. Anyway, that's what this one is looking like on my skin. Let's take part of this wedge and just rub it all in. Okay, so staying in my collection for now. And as far as eye primers, I have two that are in my tray for this month. Actually, they're both going to go back in my tray and go back there. I'm not ready to declutter these yet. As you can see, this one has more of a cream, kind of cream in your coffee color to it. Whereas this one has an off-white. I don't know which one mattifies my eyelids the most, so I think I'm going to keep them in and kind of get a better feel for that. This is dried matte. This is still a little tacky, so I can't tell yet. But those are my two eye primers. I want to play around with them some more before I make a judgment. As far as, let's see. Let's go in next with Revolution palette, which is from a couple of years ago when I had an advent calendar, and this was one of the things in the advent calendar. I won't say that I use this a lot at all, but I did not have any problems with it. I like that there's a variety of shades in it, and it did all right by me. I had no problems with this. So if you see this in the store and you want, something like this, you're on a budget, or you just want a palette that has everything in it, like all the different tones because you want to contour your face rather well, and then you want some highlighters, here you go. Because you can contour and contrast with this palette quite easily. Everything's here that you need, especially if you're my tone. A little deeper or a little lighter, this palette here has you covered. You see that there? So I do like it. And I don't think I should declutter it yet because it does work well. If anything, I can donate it if I don't want it, because I do want to make sure I'm using products there that I've spent more money on. So it's important to me to do that as well. So I don't know. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place there because I really don't know what to do with products like this that I like and they're still good. There's no odor or anything like that. Who would want them, right? Sometimes I pass them down to my sister, and sometimes, I just declutter them, throw them out. I hate to waste, but it's nice. It's nice. It does the job. So I'm going to put it over here back into my collection for now. Alrighty. Now we're going to go into blush, and I had several blushes out. The Milani, I like this one. I just don't reach for it. The Maybelline Fit Me. And then I have this palette here from Profusion that I feel almost like the same way I feel about the Revolution contour palette. This fits a range of tones, skin tones. You can use it like I did for blush, and then you can even kind of highlight with these lighter shades if you're my complexion. So it serves a good purpose if you need it. I have a lot of blushes that I want to get through that I spent way more money on than this. So this is something that I would declutter or give to someone else because I just don't want those other things to go bad. I feel kind of sad that I'm thinking of doing that even, because this is good. It can sit in my collection and not be used, but why? So I'm thinking somebody else can get better use out of it, or I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. Tell me what you do in these cases. So I'm going to go ahead and use this just because it needs to be used. I do like it. It served me well. It gives me a blush color plus a little bit of highlighter, when I want it to. So it's not bad at all. If you have it in your collection, enjoy it. Or if you want a palette that's inexpensive, that has several shades in here, that takes you from, if you're light tone to deeper tone, this palette is for you. Or if you have a makeup kit and you do other people's makeup, this one and the Revolution contour palette would be good for you because you have what you need in there for a variety of tones. So I'm putting that in my tray until I decide what to do with it. Same thing with these. Although they're just singles, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Alrighty, next we have for highlighter, I picked out two individual highlighters. This one is Wet n Wild, and this is like a really gleaming purplish kind of, it almost looks gray on me, I think, highlighter. Let's just try that over here. See, it has that purple hue to it, so it really doesn't do that much for me. It's very pretty, but I think I'm gonna let that go. This one I just purchased, I like, but I have to be very careful with it because this Luna Magic, it has magic in it. It just a little goes a long way. So I like that one. It's going to stay in my collection because I recently purchased it. But this one I'm going to let go. I've had it much longer. And let's see, where are we? Concealer. I have one that I'm letting go, the Maybelline Superstay. I have a L'Oreal in my collection that I really like. It has a big doe foot applicator, as you can see here. I really like it, so I'm going to use it, but I think it's time for it to go as well. It's getting kind of yucky, so I'm decluttering it. Let's look at powders. One that I definitely do not want to keep is this one here. I thought it would help brighten up some of the foundations when they seemed or appeared to be maybe a little dark on me, but I don't need that. Another powder, something's in my mouth, sorry, is the Uma, which I recently purchased. It was a surprise to me. I started off not liking it, but in the end I do like it, and this is what it looks like here. So I'm happy with it, and I am glad to have it in my collection. So the most used eyeshadow palettes were the Glamlight Michaela combination here. I really use this a lot, and the Hip Dot Zion palette. These got a lot of use from me this month. I'm toying with whether or not I will declutter them. I think the Michaela is still pretty good to use. It doesn't look bad at all, and I like the finishes in there. The Zion is nice. It may be getting a little dry, and some of them are, I know, but this one here and this one here are not dry. They're kind of a wet formula, creamy formula. as well as this one, really slippery and pretty. So I don't think, oh yeah, and this one too. And that one too there. So I'm gonna hold on to that. Yeah. But those are pretty. Let's just do this one right here, a little bit of it right here. The next color right here. The next color, this is the lightest one. Let's go this one right here. And then the lightest one right here. Okay, let's just blend those in. And there we go. Got some down below, and it's just blend into a little bit of a, I see some variation, but a lot of fallout. I'm going to declutter it. I'm going to declutter it. And the Michaela, let's see. Let's use it and see what happens. Let's take some shades I didn't work with. I did work with these a lot, and I worked with this one before. So let's take this one right here. Put it right here. And this one right here. Right there. I like it there. And oh gosh, what's next? This brown. I used it before, but let's just put it there. And let's just rub that all in and see how we like it. Not the best color combination, but that's what it is. How do I feel about this one? I'm gonna keep it. No fallout. So yeah, it's a keeper. I also brought in, which I don't want to get rid of yet because it's just so stinking cute. And guys, have you seen the 2025 Volkswagen, what is it called? The ID Buzz electric bus. Almost looks like this. It's by Volkswagen again. I saw one on the road. It looked vintage to me. It has those vintage vibes. But I listened and I didn't hear like the engine. It wasn't loud or anything. And I said, that must be new. Now I wasn't really close up on it. I was on the other side of the highway, and there weren't many cars. Well, actually the parkway. And there weren't many cars around, so I could hear it going by, but not really, because it was smooth. It was quiet. So I knew it had to be new. And then when I passed by a Volkswagen dealership, I saw it on the lot. They have like 3 or 4 of them parked out there, angled. They're their new bus, or whatever you want to call it. But the actual name is ID Buzz Electric Bus. And like I said, they have that vintage vibe going on. And I think they start at about $60,000. But anyway, just all to say that I like this palette for the way it looks. It's so cute to me. I bought it on a whim, and I'm still liking this palette for some reason. So she's not going anywhere, even though I may get some fallout. It's all about the packaging and what it represents to me. So it's staying. It's staying just for that. Okay. I like this Revolution eyeliner in nude, I think it is. I really like it for opening up my eyes. It's not going anywhere because I think the other one I have is a white. So I'm just keeping this one. Guys, this look is totally off. Rancid, I should say, because I'm getting fallout everywhere. It's looking a mess. It's not blended. I'm just picking up stuff and using it. Anyway, the lipstick that I've really been going for the most is this L'Oreal. I like the Morphes. They're not going anywhere. But I did like this a lot. So she's staying in my collection, maybe a little bit more. Let me see if she smells, because she's older. And how much do I have? Oh, quite a bit to use. A little scent to it. Yeah, I'm going to let her go. I'm going to let her go, and I will be on my own decluttering a lot of lipsticks. So yeah, the things that I definitely are saying goodbye to, you know it, the Uma mascara. I do not want to keep this. I don't even think I should put it on my eyes right now, but just to finish off this look. The Bare Necessities by ColourPop was a good palette to pick up to just finish off a look. If I needed a highlighter, if I needed an outer corner, if I needed a black, it was right here. So I'm going to hold on to this for a little while longer. I think it can serve me as far as being a palette that I use in that way. And the Patricia Bright Times Revolution Makeup by London. Nice palette. I have another one of these palettes. It's a little different. It's in a white case, tin case. I'm gonna let it go. I like it, but it's getting dry pan, and some of these creamies are nice, but I just like, if I could pull this out and just keep that one, I would. And that green here and this shifty green here, I would pull out. But the rest of them, I have these colors somewhere else. I'm not sure if my camera caught this, but I'm decluttering this Ulta eyeshadow duo. It's very pretty, but I think it's time to go. I've had it a long time. And I think that's it. I have a lot of little pencils in here, like ColourPop. Oh, there was one fuchsia one I used that just really didn't work well for me. It kept skipping and it just didn't do the job. I'm decluttering it. Let's see how these other two look, whether or not they work. This one is a light blue. I never did use this. At least I don't think I did this month. And it appears, let me wipe it off. It appears to be working just fine. So I'm going to hold on to this. Oh, I love the little shimmer in it. Keeping that one. This is a very old pencil in like a green. It smells like crayon. I'm getting rid of it. This is a ColourPop blue twist up pencil. Won't even stay up. I don't know, I'll think about it. I have to work a little bit with it. It's making me work. Here's one in like a lime green. Let's use it over here. They tug. I'm not keeping either one of them because they really tug at my eyelids. And then I have another. This is in a NYX in a sapphire liquid, and it may have some glitter or shimmer in it. A pretty sapphire color. This one can stick with me for a little while longer. I think it's working. All of my lip liners I love, and they're not going anywhere. So everything else is a keeper, I think. That's it, guys. This is my full face of wants or want not. Oh, look at that. Transfer. It doesn't dry down right away. Where are they? Where are those colors? They don't dry down. They're transferring. Declutter. Easy breezy. You got to know what you want and you don't want and get rid of them. There's no sense in holding on to all of those things. Look at that. It's all over the place. Signing out for now. I'll see you later.